Since I've started, I have alluded several times to Elon University, and I think most of us who live here are big Elon University fans. And people begin to think in my shows that I went to Elon and I graduated from Elon. I did not. I am an Auburn graduate, Auburn University. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. War Eagle people are here.
Roll Tide.
Can I point something out? I did not say I'm an Auburn graduate. War Eagle, and go nuts about it. I made a calm statement getting ready to tell a story. I said that I'm an Auburn University graduate. That's all I said. And several people here, in order to let me know they were here, said, War Eagle, War Eagle, War Eagle, very politely. And then I thought in a somewhat snarly manner, you chimed in with Roll Tide, but I'm going to take.
Roll Tide, roll.
Oh, War something Eagle. You chimed in with Roll Tide, roll, and it was a little abrupt, I thought. But I'm an Auburn person. I'm going to take the high road. Congratulations on winning the national championship 2 years ago. Let's see, y'all went 11-0 last year, and then something happened, and you were ranked number one the entire time. But you thought you were going to win last year again, but you didn't. You know, Auburn won the national championship. Now, the people at Florida State may argue with that because they won the BCS Bowl. But Auburn won its national championship on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in November when the Iron Bowl, the Auburn-Alabama game, was played in Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn. Remember it? It was something else. Y'all came in ranked number one in the nation. With y'all being 11-0, I'm surprised we could even get the boys to go out on the field. Let me just refresh the rest of your memories and make sure that you remember what happened. The stadium was packed. Over 90,000 people. We had the majority of the seats because it was our stadium. But they had their big band and their people were over here. And it had been a well-fought game. And the score was 28-28, tied, but the time was running out. But Alabama had the ball. And they were driving and people were cheering and doing their shakers. And then on the last play, we thought the Alabama guy was pushed out or ran out or whatever. And then there was no time left. So we said, okay, overtime. Not a problem at all. But then your great coach, Nick Saban, I wasn't there, I didn't hear the exact verbiage, but I think he said, excuse me, referees, may I have a moment of your time? just a moment. He said, I would like for you to review this. Some of the people on our side feel that the clock is in error and that we perhaps have a second, maybe two. A second would be fine. Would you look at it? And they went over to review the whole thing, and the fans erupted. Over here, you had all the Auburn people with their orange and blue shakers, and the Auburn band stood up while the referees are looking, and they turned those instruments, trombones, and everything right at the Alabama people over there, and they did their fight song, War Eagle, fly down the field, ever to conquer, never to yield, War Eagle, fearless and true, fight on you orange and blue, go, 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 on to victory, strike up the band, give them, stand up and yell, hey, War Eagle, win for Auburn, power of Dixieland. And when we did that, the $1 Million Band of Alabama, so named when in the 30s, stood up, much bigger than the Auburn band, turned and did their fight song, yay, Alabama, yada, yada, yada. And so then we were all eyes on the referees. And I was not there, but people could see a houndstooth hat, just like the one that Bear Bryant wore, moving in and out with the referees. And the people nearby said they heard a voice say, "Put a second back on that clock, boys." And they did. And this was horrible for Auburn because they could either pass the Hail Mary and score on that 1 second or kick a field goal. And we waited in great anticipation to see what Nick Saban would do. And they sent out a kicker. Bless his heart. He had never been in an Iron Bowl before. But he could really kick, they said on TV. And the women in here, even though he was on the Alabama team, I just immediately felt sorry for his mother. And he was doing this and warming up. And then they sent out from the Alabama side the biggest lineman you've ever seen in your life. Their necks were out here past their heads. And they were determined that the Auburn people weren't going to get to that kicker who could kick it. And he had to kick it 57 yards just to get this field goal. But our great coach, Gus Malzahn, sent out our big line. And they got out there and lined up determined to get through to that kicker. And then one more, they said to one of our players, "Why don't you just get in the end zone and just stand in there, and if the ball gets that far and you catch it, do with it what you can." His name is Chris Davis, and he graduated a month later, and he just stood back there. And this young man is a good kicker. He kicked that ball, and it went 57 yards into the end zone, but it didn't go through the uprights. That's one of the things for the field goal. And it landed in Chris Davis's hands. And before he could even breathe, they were screaming, "Run, run!" And he came out this way to his right, and the world's largest group of linemen came running to him like Shrek. Boom, boom, boom. And immediately he cut fast to this side, and see, big linemen, they can't cut fast. And so he got by the whole line, and he's running up the sideline, and I'm thinking, don't step on the line, don't step on the line. And he cut to the middle, and his players came running, and I was thinking, don't knock your own player down, don't knock your own player down. And he ran, and he ran, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the stadium down. No, that's another story. And he came running, and he went across, touchdown, Auburn, undefeated, record broken. Auburn wins the game, and that is why today, and I suspect for the history of mankind, you can go to the tiny town of Auburn, Alabama, and buy a bumper sticker that says, "Hey, Bama, got a second?" I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. You're a good sport. You're a good sport.